Those vegan guys. I thank you.
Hello my loves, and welcome to another COVID update vlog. Well, general update vlog really, although the main purpose of this is to keep you updated on the whole COVID situation. I'm still, here we are. I still have 7 days to isolate, and I shall of course be isolating for that time. Let's make sure the camera's focused. Nobody needs to tell me that I've got glassy eyes or I look unwell. I clearly am. I have COVID. Why do people do that with ill people? Oh, you don't look well. Yeah, thanks, I know. I know. I'm very aware of that. It's something I've noticed with people in general. It's like, there's a... Anyway. Yeah, so I don't need you to tell me that I look unwell or that my eyes are glassy. I'm fully aware of that. I have COVID right now. So I'm still in the house until next Wednesday. Jason is free from today. He's over his isolation, which is going to be a great help, to be honest, because although it's been great to have people do things for us and offer to do things for us, of course we like to be as self-sufficient as we possibly can. So Jay will be back in work tomorrow. Today's Wednesday the 22nd of September. Jay's back in work tomorrow, officially still working from home today, but there was a bit of confusion this morning because he nipped out for another PCR test because his company was saying that you must have a negative PCR test to go back into work. And then I had my first call from the NHS track and trace today. What I didn't know is that they call you on day 3, 7 and 10 of your isolation to make sure that you're okay. Lovely girl that I was chatting to this morning, I said that we were really thankful and grateful that we had family who were nipping to the shops for us and stuff like that, and we had friends, and you know, we had this network of people around us who were prepared to help us, and that was a great thing. And she said, oh well, that's good, because we do have a network of volunteers available for people to you know, so if track and trace phone you, for example, and you don't have anybody to go to the shop for you, and you have COVID proven with a PCR test, and you don't have anyone to go to the shop for you, you let them know when they phone you, they might be able to sort someone out. I didn't know about that. Anyway, because Jason had been for his PCR test, yesterday, and then he got his result this morning, still positive. So I didn't understand what was going on at his company. I was like, that doesn't seem right. You need a negative PCR. But I thought, oh well, maybe you do. Maybe you've got to just be clear of it. Anyway, so while I'm talking to the young lady on the track and trace, I just said to her, should I have a second PCR test, and if so, should it be on the last day of my isolation or my first day of freedom, which is Wednesday the 29th? She said no, the NHS does not recommend that you have any further PCR tests. Once you've had COVID and you've got past your 10 days, you're fine to get back to your life and do what, you know, you just get back to your life then. This is what I didn't know, any tests that you have within 3 months of your first positive test will very likely come back positive, because what the test is looking for is traces of the virus, not how infectious you are. That's the PCR tests. And so they will pick up traces of the virus for the next 3 months. But after it's been determined that that 10-day period from a positive result until you can come out of isolation is the zone when you need to isolate, stay away from everybody. So that was kind of interesting. What this week has, like many of you suggested, it was kind of inevitable. What many of you suggested, I was obviously already thinking about having to tap into all this freezer stuff. Anyway, I've already started. I bought these lovely little, let me show you. I bought 50 of them. They're plastic, but they're reusable, recyclable, microwave safe, dishwasher safe, freezer safe, 500 milliliter boxes. This is them, just little boxes like this. So this was 2 packs of the Finnebrog Naked Without the Splash fish pieces, and there were 5 in each. They're quite bulky boxes, so we had them for dinner last night. We had 3 each, which left 4, which fitted perfectly in here and created a lot of space in the freezer. Also took out of the freezer last night these which I bought yellow stickered quite a while ago, but you got to defrost them for 72p. So they've been in the fridge overnight, and I shall cook them this very evening with a nice salad and some pita bread, maybe a bit of couscous, yeah, bits, you know, get them used up as well. So this is giving me the opportunity to whittle through my freezer, and over this next kind of week, when when Jason's back at work and things have got back to some normality, but I'm still having to isolate, I will get around to some more cooking vlogs, and I probably will do that cupboard that I've been putting off. I haven't been putting off, I just haven't been in the mood for it. So yeah, today far less of everything, really. Less chesty, less nasally. I feel like I'm at the end of a cold or in the middle of my spring hay fever, which is always pretty like me. Jason feels good, although this morning his nose was running like for a couple of hours. But his 10 days are over, so he's back in work tomorrow. So and this is the way it goes, apparently. I suppose that there is some kind of medical quantification for the fact that after 10 days you are deemed no longer to be infectious, and you can get back to some kind of normality. So one must assume that they know what they're talking about. But I didn't know that about other tests after a positive one. For 3 months, 3 months they are likely to come back as positive, because you will still have traces of the virus in your system. So that's very interesting. Just really happy to report, I mean, because there's been some people have had brutal headaches for the full kind of their full isolation. Some people have had really bad flu-like symptoms where they're shivering all the time, and just generally feeling incredibly unwell. So really we're very lucky that we've had it quite mild. And Jason's at the end of it, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, So, you know, this is what it feels like for me personally, as a double vaccinated person who's also a vegan, because someone else mentioned that vegetarians and vegans it's been documented that they are finding that by and large they have an easier time with COVID. And I never believed things like that until I kind of, anyway, I do a bit of research on it yourself on Google, and you'll find that there is a report that says exactly that. So, you know, maybe it is, maybe the vegan diet does benefit you when things like this happen. We're very lucky that neither of us has had compromised taste or smell in any way, shape or form, so we've still really been enjoying our food, and I've really been making the effort to keep it varied and delicious, and to eat medicinally when I think we needed to. That dry curry that I did last week, which is featured in yesterday's meals vlog, if you didn't see it, I'll link it up there, was one of the nicest things I've created in a long time, and it's definitely something I'm going to be making into a recipe vlog at some time. But you know, I mean fresh garlic, fresh ginger, loads of fresh vegetables, loads of vitamin C from fresh tomatoes, loads of turmeric and black pepper. Of course it's going to be good for you. All of those things I just said are really, really good for you, and so it was bound to be, and we did. Both of us felt great after eating that meal, and then the next day we had the rest of the dry curry in a pan toasted wrap. Have I mentioned this? Where you fill up your wrap, fold it up like a burrito, and pan fry it on both sides until crispy. Beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. So if you do get the dreaded cove, eat well, drink plenty of fluids, don't feel bad about sitting around. You're meant to rest for this. I mean, it came at a shit time for me, just as I was picking myself back up and being like, right, I'm getting out there and starting walking again, and then COVID comes along and makes me housebound for 10 days. But it's 10 days I'm prepared to go through. I've also signed up for the antibody testing thing. I got my kit yesterday. Basically, when you go through all the registration online to register yourself as positive for COVID, and which I wanted to do to make sure that I was one of the statistics that, you know, any way that I can help us to get through this and to come out the other end, I'm going to do that. And I have to assume that my antibodies are really good, because look at the last 3 days, and this has been COVID. This has killed people. This has put people in hospital on ventilators. This has made people dreadfully sick, and so I must assume that my antibodies are strong, and got taught a few lessons by the vaccine of how to deal with this, and then have learned some themselves. And if there's any way that can benefit other people who might be having a tougher journey and can get then I'm going to go for it. So yeah, they send you this kit. There's a little test tube and, you know, finger pricks, and you've got to clean everything and bleed into this little test tube, and, you know, package it all up right and label it all up right and send it back to them, and hopefully that will be of some benefit to either generally medical science or to, you know, some actual people. So that's something as well. If you get the chance to sign up for that antibody testing situation, please do it. They'll send you everything. I'm probably going to do it tomorrow while Jason's at work, and I'll probably film it just to show you what the actual kit's like and how easy it is to do. So yeah, shorter one today. Feeling okay, you know, like I say, just kind of hay feverish, really. A bit, my head's a bit muggy, just in general. Eyes, head, ears, it's all kind of head related for me. And, you know, I'm still ever so slightly chesty. But the nose isn't anything like it was yesterday, so I just seem to be kind of, my body's batting away the symptoms as they come up, and I am incredibly thankful for that. Whether that be the vaccine, the veganism, a combination, whatever it may be, I'm very thankful that I am not on a ventilator. So yeah, I'll leave it there. I think I finished my coffee. You know I like to finish my coffee, and it's quite a good little afternoon coffee as well. I wasn't going to put my contact lenses in, and the glare of this light on my glasses, it was too much, so I whacked them in. I'd rather be able to see you, you know what I mean? And I'd rather you be able to see me, so you can tell me I look ill and my eyes are glassy. I know. I'm just joshing with you. So yeah, the false ending number 2. That was. I will say goodbye now. We will no doubt, like I say, I'll probably film that antibody testing thing, blood sample, and have another chat with you, because Jason will be back at work and I'll be here all on my own. At least now he's upstairs. And we'll see you again very soon. Thank you so much for watching and for keeping up with this. Be safe, but most of all, until see you again, be excellent to yourself and each other. Bye, loves.